Right, hello guys of the CRAA-Nation, this is Sean here. Today we are going to be doing a bit of a Power Rangers comparison video. So, recent events, Hasbro buying out Power Rangers or Saban brands. A lot of things have come into play. We're going to get new movies, that's been confirmed. We don't know what yet, but we know one has been confirmed. We are going to be getting new toy lines, and of course we're going to be getting new Power Ranger TV series. Now, Hasbro being the corporation they are, they're probably going to go in their own direction. It's unclear whether they are going to follow the same pattern that Saban has, which is taking a design from Super Sentai and moving it across to the West. So in order to celebrate this, we are going to be doing a comparison. We're going to be comparing Zyu Ranger or Super Sentai against our Western iterations of Power Rangers. We're going to be comparing the intros only, because you cannot compare the storylines, because they do differ completely. They like, in some instances, they are as different can be. So we will be comparing the intros of the shows only, and we will be scoring them on three key aspects. We'll be scoring them on A, how memorable they are. B, how good they sound, because they will not be the same thing. And C, how well this intro gets the storyline across. Now, we will not be working the description into this storyline. So, for example, in Mighty Morphin, when Zordon says, Alpha, get 5 teenagers with attitude, that will not count, because we do not speak Japanese here. So it would be an unfair comparison, because we wouldn't know if the Japanese version of the intro is doing the same thing. So we will be using audio and visual cues only, not including dialogue. That said, let's begin. So first up, we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers versus Zyu Ranger. So that's going to be our first comparison. First up, Zyu Ranger. Let's have a look. Storybook, very reminiscent of Disney. And of course we have the dinosaurs. So this is what I mean here. We don't know what's being said here. Zyu Ranger. Okay, it's Zyu Ranger, must be pronounced Zyu Ranger. Cuties. Okay. Okay, here's the intro shots. Use their weapons similar to outside of their being a Power Ranger. Very much warriors. Although she looks bored as hell. And also the eagle-eyed, if you'll notice, 1 girl, 4 guys. The Yellow Ranger is a guy. Okay. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Zyu. Okay, how does it compare against the Mighty Morphin? Must not let nostalgia get the better of us here. A lot more guitars. That's something you'll notice. The guitars are a lot heavier. And it wasn't just Power Rangers to do this. A lot of the West did this. Rock the Dragon, for instance. That's something I do notice. It's a lot more emphasis on the surrounding characters in Mighty Morphin. Bulk and Skull and Zordon and Alpha got a lot more time. Okay. Okay, so let's start off with rememberability. I think Mighty Morphin wins. Mainly because, okay, Super Sentai, you know, traditional, that's where it all originated from. However, that theme, Go Go Power Rangers, that do 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 do, that has become such an iconic staple to this day. It gets used in pretty much everything Power Rangers related. Without that theme, who knows, it might not have kicked off in the West. That was a key aspect. And also, I think it sounds better personally. That may be because I prefer rock music, who knows. But that heavy guitar sounds better. However, storytelling. The Mighty Morphin, although they show more characters and focus more on the surrounding characters, I think the Japanese intro gets it across a lot better, a lot clearer. The visuals of the dinosaurs with the wizard makes it a lot clearer as to kind of why it is the way it is. So I think it's a 2-1 lead to Mighty Morphin to the west. So next up we have Kaku Ranger, also known to us in the west as Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers. One key thing that I noticed even when I was a kid was the Alien Rangers looked like ninjas. And as I got older, as I learned about Super Sentai, we learned that Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger were ninjas, that were the Ninja Ranger. So it's an interesting kind of mix. So we're going to start off with the east with Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger. Ninja. Oh, ninjas. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, they're not holding back, are they? They're just going for it. Yeah, there it is, holding the sword and running. Oh, he does look like Jason David Frank, that guy, doesn't he? Okay. Brain. In water. This really does show just how much of a parody Super Sentai actually could be. Falcon Zord along with the Ninja Sword. To us, that was still part of the Mighty Morphin. Ninja. Of course, they had no White Ranger. Well, technically they did, which to us is the pink, but it's white. It was weird. Okay, but let's go to the west of Alien Rangers. Still Rita, still Lord Zed. Pretty much the same sound with Go Go Alien Rangers. Fat young Tommy. And of course, Billy stayed as an adult because this is the Alien working with Alien Rangers is what made him realise he prefers to not be a ranger at times, and he can be a lot better as a technician essentially. Okay, so rememberability. Alien Rangers, I think, gets mixed with a lot of the others because the theme is the same. It's literally Mighty Morphin, except they swapped out power with Alien. Go Go Alien Rangers, Go Go Power Rangers. They swapped it out, except made the word power into Alien. Said it a bit faster. So I think it gets lost in terms of rememberability. The Japs win rememberability of this when it comes to sound. it's a fairly even because Alien Rangers have the iconic do 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 do, which does sound good. However, if I remember correctly, as a kid, I started to get bored at this point because it's a good sound, but not. But when you have change, you need big change. You don't just change one aspect. You need to change. If you're changing the characters, changing the theme, and changing the style like that, okay, yeah, Billy stays there and whatnot, but I remember not getting very involved with Alien Ring, and also, yeah, so I think the East wins sound rememberability with this because of just how recycled Alien Rangers felt. It doesn't catch you like the original did. However, when it comes to storytelling, okay, yes, it's very clear in Kaku Ranger that, you know, it's ninjas and whatnot. However, Alien Rangers did such a good way of showing that they've had to come in because the others are young. That is very clear in that intro. So I think this is a 2-1 lead to the East in this one. Right, next up we have Oranger versus Zeo. Now, this is a big one. This is one of the biggest dynamic changes of Power Rangers when we were as a kid. It made Tommy the Red Ranger. Billy was no longer a ranger, he was a technician in the shed, and that carried on, of course, through from Alien Rangers, because we went from 6 Rangers back to 5, but then back up again to 6. That's a whole different story. We're here to talk about the intros. So, Oranger, let's begin.
地球侵略を企むマシン帝国パラノイア。人類最大の危機を救えるのは超文明のパワーを身につけた彼らしかいない。
I love the sound effects, the old 80s sound effects. And I know it's because it is the 80s at this point. But the Japs are very early 90s.
Dash, dash, Oranger. Dash, dash, Oranger. 大地の鼓動が消えかかる。それ。
Okay.
流れる鋼のマシン平和の願いを凍らせる
So, very much headquarters. Oranger reminds me of what we did with Lightspeed. That's what it reminds me of. It's an interesting dynamic. It might just be my imagination, but are the weapons different? Okay, let's see how Zeo compares in the West. Oh, but... I'm not sure how you can beat this, though. Mustn't let bias get in the way, or nostalgia. And then, of course, it goes traditional Go-Go Power Rangers. So it's an interesting dynamic flip here. Because up until this point it was us science versus them magic, and this flipped it to us magic versus them science. It's an interesting dynamic flip. Okay, rememberability. I think Zeo wins the first 2 here for rememberability and how it sounds. Because Zeo is very much loved as one of the best kind of Power Ranger intros ever. That's stronger than before. To this day, when you think of your top 4 favourite Ranger themes, I think Zeo's in there. And also sound, that that catchy at the start. It's not just like a traditional yieldy techno beat of out of date. It was good. It was catchy. It caught you. But in terms of storytelling, the Ranger wins without a shadow of a doubt. It had a clear base of operations. It showed, the mask going up. It showed what was going on. It was very clear. It was a specialist team chosen. It wasn't just a storyline following from what we knew in the past. It was a special team chosen to fight a specific threat. So 2-1 to the West. Let's do Turbo. So, in the East, this was known as CRAA-Ranger. To us, known as Turbo. I don't want to stay in this one very long. It's not exactly a fan favourite, Turbo. Justin. Let's watch. Get through this.
Super Sentai CRAA-Nation!
胸に愛を抱いて車を飛ばしたら
Just reminds me of the Batman meme. Both of them.
ダダダディダダドゥダダなるエンジンで涙なんかぶち切れ
Oh wow, he's full of determination, isn't he? Ah, look at that. Oh, this is cute. It kind of reminds me of watching like Knight Rider or something. I quite like this, to be fair. Okay. Let's go to Turbo. Although this was Power Rangers Turbo Go. That, to be fair, it is catchy. But oh wow. Really? I didn't realise that was how short it was. Oh, okay then. Into scoring. Storyline. Well, the fact that we had a 32-second intro goes to CRAA-Ranger. However, rememberability. See, remember Turbo, but I think for the wrong reasons. Thinking of those two inches, shift into Turbo. Although it sounds good, I completely forgot about that. I cannot say I remembered that. So I would say rememberability goes to CRAA-Ranger. Now, if I'd have grown up on CRAA-Ranger, I'm pretty sure that would be something I'd remembered to this day. Because it is kind of boppy. CRAA-Ranger. Yeah, I think that's going to stick in my head for a while. I think CRAA-Ranger is going to stick in my head for a while. CRAA-Ranger. So I'd say rememberability goes to the East. So storyline East. Memorability East. How it sounds though. Shift into Turbo. Although I'm going to forget about it by tomorrow morning. Hearing it just made me feel so good, and it reminds me of the trick of watching Turbo. You know, it sounded good, and then you went and watched it and you cried. So, 2-1 to the East. Okay, so we are on to Power Rangers in Space, also known as Denji Sentai Mega Ranger in the East. This is where after this one we're going to end part 1, and part 2 will be picked up because Power Rangers in Space for us was the kind of an end of an era. It's the Zordon Alpha era. It's where the cast completely refreshed, because so far, although Jason David Frank left by now, it's still kind of the same people who we've known followed for quite a while. So this is kind of where a big change happened. So without further ado, let's look at Mega Ranger. Oh wow! Feel that techno! So much shouting as well. It's like Mega Ranger! Okay, him eating, yeah. He's saying. Relevant nerd. Relevant book nerd. Another foodie. So we have 2 foodies and 2 nerds. Okay. Huh. Okay. That was interesting. What about the West?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rangers in space.
Controls to outer space now, flying higher than ever before. Rangers
In space.
Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, go, go, fly, go, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers.
In space.
Ah, guys. Feels so good to hear it.
Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, in space.
That feels so good. Right. Storyline. Storyline, I think, would definitely go to the West with this one. Because when watching Mega Ranger, we got those 2 foodies, 2 nerds, and it showed a bit of them. About it. I didn't really get much of the villain, much of what was going on. And if I'm honest, it was very much techno and very confusing. In space, had the visuals of Zordon getting kidnapped, so it was quite clear kind of what the mission was. In terms of rememberability, it's a bit of a difficult one because that techno sound of that kind of intro is kind of it's a bit catchy. However, I think this is where Super Sentai is starting to become a bit generic. If I remember rightly, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is where it starts to become very generic in the East. I think this might be a 3-0 sweep here to the West. You guys saw me when I heard that. I remember the lyrics to this day. Okay, it took that kind of first thing but as soon as it heard it, I could remember the whole thing. So rememberability, yes, and that 5, 4, 3, 2, in space. It just sounds so good. it's definitely in my top 3 favourite Power Ranger shows. Not sure where in the top 3, but definitely in the top 3. So I think this is the first 3-0 sweep we've had. Okay guys, and that's where we're going to end part 1 of this video. We will pick up part 2 with Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, where the big flip and big change started to happen. It was an interesting battle. Current scores are on the screen here now. They will be updated as we go through and get through. Other than that, guys, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, do what you want. May the power protect you always.